So you're wondering what maybe winter and fall is like in Florida. Maybe where you're from, it's cold, and you're wondering what it's going to be like here. Well, keep watching, because that's what we're going to talk about in this video.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach. This is my awesome wife, Tonya.
Awesome.
And we are real estate brokers and agents here in Sebastian and Vero Beach, Florida. As much as we love making these videos, we'd love to help you with your home search or home sale. We get lots of questions every day from people wanting to know about our area here in Sebastian and Vero Beach, and we love it. So if you ever have any questions, just call that number right there. We are the people who answer the phone calls and answer the emails. We've got some staff also here to help you if we're not available. And without further ado, let's get to it. So we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of fall and winter here in Sebastian and Vero Beach, Florida, and it really could apply to the entire state. It changes a little bit the further north you go and the further south you go, but here we're kind of like centrally located, so that's what we're going to be talking about, and specifically being near the ocean, that's where we are.
Yeah, we're just below the freeze line.
We're just below the freeze line here. That's like you said.
So the first pro is, it's actually starting to cool down. Well, it's not yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. It's still hot outside, like right now. It's really hot. I know we're standing in our, happy little air-conditioned room here, but man, you go outside, it's still hot. I talked about how it feels like it's beating you down. It's still like that right now, and it's September 22nd. But it is getting closer, and so there's light at the end of the tunnel.
We know it's coming.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's nice to know that it's going to be cooling down. We're excited about it. We're starting to notice some things. I do notice it's a little bit cooler in the morning, which is cool. It's literally cool. And so yeah, I mean,
that's a bonus. Yeah, something to look forward to. We, as Floridians, we do look forward to that end of summer. It's like summer is so long here. It just doesn't really feel like there's a fall, even though there is. Summer's just hot.
It is hot.
The con is, this is actually our rainy season. This is probably my least favorite time of year right now. It's that tail end of summer, beginning of fall, and it's rainy season. It's storm season. As a native, we don't like to say the H word.
But they're out there.
Lurking.
Yeah.
Out in the ocean.
It's like
storms.
It's like Africa's throwing storms at us.
Yeah, I mean, we can say it, but it's that season. And so it's always nagging in the back of your mind. You're always like, ooh, do I have all the, supplies that I need, the hurricane supplies? I'll just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and say it.
Yeah.
But, you're in, as a parent or as, anybody, I guess, just being prepared, you start to think, do I have enough batteries on hand? Do we have enough non-perishables?
Plywood.
Where's the hurricane shutters? Do you know where the wing nuts are? All that stuff. Yeah. So, it's just, you don't freak out about every storm that's out there, but, you're just back of your mind like, And,
materials are harder to get, too.
True.
So plywood's harder to get, and especially that compounded with the supply issues that we're having already. It's just, right now, it's just a little bit harder. I mean, the key is you don't want to panic. You want to be prepared.
Exactly.
So get out and get your wing nuts and your plywood and fill up your gas tanks and all that stuff. But just like you said.
Don't be, don't wait till last minute. But like when you do see the sales, the BOGOs, the canned soups and things like that, it's a good idea to buy those and just sort of stock up and have your gallons of water and things like that. So you're not adding to the chaos when a storm does approach, like everyone else running around with a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get all your supplies. I mean, it's manic for everyone. So.
Well, relatively speaking, I mean, we haven't really had a major storm here in a long time, knock on wood. And, it's not horrible if we get a little bit of wind. But going back to being rainy season.
That's where we were.
There's like mold that grows on your concrete, so you got to break out the pressure washer and you got to clean that up, and it's pretty soppy out there, and
it gets messy.
It gets messy. It's messy. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Number 2, pro, kids are busy. Right? The activities are starting back up. They're playing football and they're in cheerleading and they've got 4-H going on if your kids are into that kind of thing. And, there's just a lot of activities for kids to do. So they're back in school. They're not bored. So we've come out of that whole end of summer sort of doldrums. Maybe they've been sitting around playing on their phones. Now they're back in school and the activities are happening. And that's really cool. That's a pro. But there's a con to that.
Yeah. So as the kids are busy, so are you, right? Because now, taxi service has started up and you've got to coordinate their schedules, and school is finally, you're into the first 9 weeks. And so you're just kind of getting that all hammered out and establishing good patterns. But now it's like, they're starting to struggle. You need to hire the tutors or find tutoring. And you got to organize the time for all the practices and meetings and things. So as a parent, it could be a con as well.
Yeah, I was just looking at my watch right there because I'm like, oh, do we have something to do?
You do. We're actually
busy. Number 3, it's season, and that's a pro. Businesses get a boost, the economy gets a little swell, and there's just a lot more activity, which is really good. This is really good. We're a small community, a small little neighborhood here, and there are a lot of local businesses that need the support, that survive off the money that comes in from tourism, snowbirds, and so this is a great pro for our businesses, for our local people here, and
all the restaurants.
The restaurants and the service industry, and even some local handy people, and it really is a good thing for our.
It's a bustling time of year.
Yeah, for our little local economy here. But there's a dark side.
With every up is a down, right? The yin to the yang, whatever. So the con is that it's busy season. So things are harder to get into. Reservations for dinner maybe take a little longer. Doctor's appointments, the dentist, all that stuff. You want to really start to book those things out in advance, like the dermatologist and all that stuff. So those things take a little bit longer.
Yeah, you hear a lot more horns honking because traffic is a little bit more congested. It's not nearly as congested during the summertime because the people aren't here. So when the people start coming in, naturally we have more traffic. I think you said this already. It's hard to get reservations.
Yeah.
It's harder to get appointments.
I said all that.
Okay. Number 4.
So pro is if you're selling a home, we've got more people here to sell to. It's settled down because, right as school starts back up, we have that little bit of a lull because people are just focused on getting their kids in school. But now that they are in the full swing and they're hitting up all the scheduled activities, we've got all the snowbirds and the northerners and people from out of state coming in to visit. So there's more people to sell your home to.
Yeah. So you got more competition. The con to that is that if you're looking to buy a home, there's a lot more competition. So you've got, you're going to be competing with more buyers, and there's a better chance that you might get outbid on a house. Now I've got a little tip for you. If you do want to buy during the winter season, the fall and winter season, wait until holiday season, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's the good time to buy.
It's kind of a little sweet spot there. Yeah, because people sort of take their eye off of that, and they're spending time with family, traveling. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Number 5. Hey, if you're going to the beach and you want to take a walk and you don't want to sweat, really badly, like we do in the summertime, then it's a really great time to do that. The fall and the winter time, it's just so much more pleasant to take a walk on the beach. You're not getting really beat down by the heat.
It's always kind of fun when it's like December and you go to the beach and you're like, doesn't really suck so much for us.
It's nice. But there is a con. What is
Okay,
that
okay.
con?
The con is this always freaks me out. You know, it's Saturday, it's December, you're coming up the boardwalk, you get over, you look over, and you're like, holy cow, where did all these people come from?
Yeah.
You know, during the summer, it's like you have the whole beach to yourself, and it's just like magical. And then Saturday in December,
Yeah.
it's like a sea of people.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot more folks on there. They're just all enjoying themselves, but you
They're all
will.
on holiday.
They're all on holiday. You're just going to see a lot more tents and a lot more people out there, so you might need to walk a little bit farther to find your spot to sit down.
Yep.
But that's it. Number 6.
All right, for you golfers out there, it's the pleasant time of year to play golf.
Yeah, it's not just the beach to be able to take a walk, but hey, swinging the clubs.
Yeah, you won't have heat exhaustion.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really hard in the summertime to go play golf because
You feel like you're going to die.
in the middle of the day. It's tough. Yeah, it's really rough. So, you're
But
right
to
on.
that is what? What's the
What's the dark side of that?
Yeah.
Well, there's only in Sebastian and Vero Beach, there are only 2 like real public courses. You've got Sebastian Municipal and you've got Sandridge, and then you've got the Vista, like the Executive Nines.
Oh yeah.
But you know, there's only 2 of the actual full length courses out there, and it's tough to get on, especially when it's season, because of course everybody wants to play golf, and it's nice to play golf. So you know, it's going to be a challenge. Earlier in the fall, when it's rainy season, also the course is a little bit wet, it's a little bit sloppy, so you're looking at cart path only. You know, so that's a little challenge sometimes. It's, you know, you're just gonna have a hard time with the greens and the fairways. That's if you're a big golfer. Now I love to play golf, but I'm no good at it. But I do know that it's a little challenge. And then of course prices go up. We start to elevate the prices during season.
Yep.
Now here's a good piece of information. We have, like I said, 2 public courses in Indian River County, but we've got 13 private courses. So if you don't want to fight the crowds, you might want to look into a private course. And we've got courses that run the financial gamut. You know, some that are very affordable. We've got one called Point West, and then we've got the super ultra posh executive, courses that, if money is no object, you can certainly
Orchid Island.
join there. Yep, absolutely.
John's Island.
And if you want to know more about that, just give us a call, and we're actually thinking about doing a video on that.
Yeah, we'll point you in the right direction.
Yep. All right, number 7.
Number 7, lucky little pro, is you can open up the house. You can turn off the air conditioner, open the windows, open the slider, get a nice breeze through the house, air out the house. Your electric bill goes down because of that. We just pressure washed our screens recently, so we're ready for that cooler weather to come. Bring it on. You can light up those fire pits.
Yeah.
Sit outside with your beverage and just kind of watch the starry night. It's really cool. Also, the grass doesn't grow as fast. I mean, it's probably like that everywhere, but it's so cool because, you get the lawn mowed and then that nice, crisp, fresh look lasts longer. So while you're sitting out there on your porch with your glass of wine, admiring your lawn.
If you have a cold drink, it stays colder longer.
Oh yeah, there's that side too. So do we have a con to this lovely weather?
We do have a con. It does get cold.
It actually does get cold in Florida. People don't think we need the heat.
Sometimes, you'll see, 40 degrees. Well, you folks up north, 40 degrees, that's like you wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Down here, it's humid, and that 40 degrees feels a heck of a lot colder.
It's like to the bone, right?
Yeah, than 40 degrees. It's... that's really the only con. I mean, it gets cold, and sometimes we'll get some frost on the windows of the, or of your vehicle. Pretty rare, but sometimes you got to cover your plants.
Oh yes, you do. You have to cover your plants.
Here's a big peeve of mine.
What?
The oak trees.
Oh, Zach and his nemesis.
Yeah. Get ready to clean out your gutters if you don't if you've got an oak tree anywhere near you, because the wind's going to blow, and it's going to blow all those leaves off of that oak tree and then all over.
Directly into your gutters.
Into your gutters. And
or your boat.
We are a victim of that. We suffer that. And they'll stain your driveway and your boat and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a con. I just got to add that in there for wintertime.
Okay.
We don't have many, but that's one of them.
It is a chance to use your seat warmers.
Ah, true. That's a good one. Number 8. Now this is a big one because Tonya's dad is a big fisherman.
Hey, Grandpa! Shout out to you.
And I mean, he's an awesome guy and a really great fisherman, and he fishes for one particular kind of fish
during season for it.
During season, and this is the season. This is the pro. It is.
It's a snook. It's the snook. Yeah, you can't buy it in a store. Nope. You sure can't. Have to go catch it yourself, or I don't know, live near my dad, and he's sweet and generous, so he'd probably hook you up. But
hit us up. You can have some snook nuggets.
Grandpa is the OG snook catcher. So anyway, yeah, it's snook season, and the fish are running, and it's just an active time.
The fishing is good, and it really, whatever fish is in season, it's a good time to fish. The winter time. The con is that the water's cold
and rough.
And it's rough.
Yeah.
So,
we actually have a swell moving in right now. My parents just told me it's pretty rough over on the beach.
Yeah. Now, if you're a surfer, that's good. It's a pro. Mm-hmm. But for most of us that don't surf, it's you can't get in the water. It's rough. It's a little bit spooky, and it's cold. So it's hard to get out there on a boat too when it's like that.
It's not like California cold. But yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. So anyway, folks, that's it for our pros and cons of fall and winter in Sebastian and Vero Beach, Florida. We hope you enjoyed the content. And if you have anything to say about it, positive or negative, please comment below.
Pop it in.
Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe button. And then that bell, because that's going to notify you every time we do drop another video, and we do this on a weekly basis. I know we've been a little inconsistent. I apologize to everybody out there. We're trying to do this as we grow this team.
We're humans too.
Yeah, but I assure you, we're working on it. Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe and like, and let us feel the love. It's cool.
It's because we love you. So
yeah.
You guys have a great one out there. Feel free to reach us. The phone number's right here. The email's right there. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.